Good morning, everyone. I'm going to post two videos today. The first one is a morning practice, an all-round practice to get you going for the day ahead. And the second video is an evening practice to get you ready for a nice good night's sleep. So let's get started with our morning practice. And it's a beautiful day in Oxfordshire. It's just a bit windy. I was going to do it outside, but it was too noisy. So here we are, but it's lovely and sunny. So that's the main thing. So let's get started. Sitting nice and tall, even through both sitting bones. Nice long spine as always. Feet hip distance apart. Crown of the head lifting. Chest nice and open so you can breathe deeply. And just take a few breaths before we start. Feeling those shoulders soften, spine lengthen, and just letting go in any area of your body where you might be holding a little bit of tension. Usually shoulders, the jaw, the brow. So feeling a nice softness now coming into those areas as you take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out through the mouth, just softening through those areas. One more, inhale. Feeling that chest open as the lungs expand, and exhale, softening through the shoulders, through the jaw, through the brow. Good. Let's get the body moving. Breathing in, reaching the arms high, palms touch at the top, and then exhale, hands come down in front of the heart. Getting that breath moving as well as the movement. Inhale again, arms reach high. This time turning the palms outwards and then bringing those arms down. Creating a little bit of tension as you go down, so you are still working quite hard. Inhale, hands go straight up through the middle. Look up towards your thumbs, get a little stretch in the neck. And then exhale, bringing those arms back down to the legs. Good. And then let's just work into the shoulders a little bit. So fingertips to the shoulders. And then breathing in, elbows come as close as you can towards each other, and then lifting up and then out to the sides and down and back. Good. Two more. Inhale, lifting. Nice deep breaths. Exhale, down and back. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good, lovely. And then just bring the hands forward, little soft fist, thumbs inside the fingers, and just turning the wrists one way and then turning them the other way, just working into those wrist joints there. Good. And then just shake it out through the fingers, and then bring the fingertips back onto the shoulders, and we're going to go the other way. So still working into the shoulders, elbows go back behind you, open that chest, lift the elbows, and then bring them forward and down. Good, two more. Inhale. Exhale, opening up the upper back as you draw those elbows forward. Good, one more. Inhale. And exhale. Good, lovely, really nice. And then opening the legs quite wide. Have the toes pointing outwards, little side stretch into the intercostal muscles between the ribs. So right forearm to your right thigh, and then just leaning into it a little bit. And then as you breathe in, lifting that left arm up, and if you can, taking it up and over. And then as you inhale, you come out of it a little bit. And then as you exhale, you go back in. Little engagement in the abdominal muscles, just to protect the back. Good. Inhale, lift up and out. Exhale, back into that nice side tilt. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And then as you inhale, lifting all the way up. Take that left arm all the way around to the left thigh. Left forearm comes down. Little weight into that side as we do the other side. Inhale, right arm lifts up and over as high as you can get. And inhale, lift up and out. And as you exhale and go up and over, try to stay rooted through that right hip. So you've got that really nice stretch in the right side. Good. Inhale, lift up and out. Exhale, slide back in. Good. One more. Inhale. Nice deep breathing. Exhale. Good. And then lifting all the way back up. bringing that right arm down. Bring both hands onto your legs into our cat-cow stretch. So inhale, hands come in towards the hips, chest is proud and open. Exhale, round the back, belly in, chin to chest. I'll show you from the side, so you're not leaning forwards too much. So inhale, little arch in the lower back, and then as you exhale, you're reaching backwards with the middle and upper back as you reach forwards with the hands, and the chin comes to the chest. And again, inhale, really waking up the spine. Deep breaths. Exhale, round and draw in. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Hold here. Squeeze that belly towards the spine. Lovely. Wake up for the abdominal muscles. And then coming back to center. I'll just come back to facing you. Good. Lovely. And then bring the feet back to hip distance apart. Sitting nice and tall. And then take your right arm over your left. Let's go into our twist, just working the spine in all these different ways. We've done the laterals, now we're doing the twists. So taking a nice deep breath in where you are, and then as you exhale, nice twist to the right. Little engagement in the abdominal muscles. Inhale, center, especially if you've got low back worries. Don't go too deep into the twist. Turning to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, this time as you twist to the right, take the right arm out towards the back and then bring it back as you breathe in. Same thing on the other side as you go to the left, stretch the left arm back, maybe turn to look towards that left thumb. Inhale, come back to center. This time as you turn to the right, both arms reach away from each other, nice T shape with the arms. Inhale, come back to center, doesn't matter which one's on top. Exhale, same thing, both arms reach away, look towards that left thumb. Inhale, come back to center, and then bring it down. Lovely. And then bring the hands out to the sides, palms face up, elbows stay in towards the waist, so they're not up here, they're way down here by the waist. And then bring the right hand on top of the left. And then inhale, open again, keeping those elbows in towards the body. Exhale, left hand comes over. It's good little work into the rotator cuff of the shoulders, this. Inhale, open. Keep the spine long. Exhale, right arm crosses over the top. Good, one more. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes across. And then open, and then take the hands up towards your cactus pose, so the elbows are as close to shoulder height as you can. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, press the elbows together, squeeze the palms together, take a breath in, and then bring it down, lowering the hands in front of the heart. Good, lovely. And then bring the hands down. Sitting nice and tall. Take a breath in. As you do, lift the right arm just shoulder height forward in front of you, and then exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, left arm reaches forward and bring it down. Good. Now either continue with that, or this time you're going to add the leg. So right arm reaches forward, right leg lifts, flex the foot so the toes come towards you, and bring it down. Good. Engage your abdominal muscles. Same thing. Left arm lifts, left leg lifts, flex that left foot and bring it down. Once more each side. Remember, you can just do the arms. Inhale, lift the right leg with the right arm and down. And then left arm, left leg and down. Good, lovely. And then take a nice deep breath in. Reach the arms high. As you exhale, bring the hands down in front of the heart. So now you can either just stay sitting and reach your arms in a V shape, or we're going to stand up. So as you inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring it down. Good. I think my head might be chopped off. I didn't really think about the camera position, but we'll have another go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Remember, you can just be sitting, doing just the arms. Good, one more, reaching high, and bring it down. Really nice, lovely. And then breathing in, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, elbows go out to the sides like we just did into our cactus pose. Good, take a breath in here. As you exhale, start to lean forwards and bring the hands onto your thighs. You've got a little lean forwards. Breathe in. Exhale, roll it down. So you might just stop halfway or you're going all the way down. Let the head go. And then as you inhale, slide yourself back up. Reach the arms out to the sides. And then you're either just going to tap your hand to your thigh or you're going to lift the left toes and reach that right hand towards the left toes. Inhale, open. Exhale, either just tap your right thigh with your left hand or you reach for that right foot. Good. Inhale, once more each side. Right hand crosses over to the opposite thigh or foot, belly in. Inhale, open. Exhale, other side. Good. You're either going to do that once more or a little bit deeper. Right elbow crosses to the left knee. Inhale, open. Other side, exhale, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, open. Reach the arms high. You're going to start feeling it a bit in those shoulders. See if you can keep going, reaching one arm and then the other, like you're climbing the rigging. Really get a nice stretch across the side of the body as you do this, from the hip to the fingers. Good. And then slowly reach those arms out to the sides and bringing them down. And then just rest the hands on the legs. Take a moment, maybe close your eyes. See how that all feels in your body. Take a few nice deep breaths. Good. Lovely, really nice. Good. One more breath. Breathe in. And exhale. Lovely. And then just a little bit into the hamstrings, coming forward in your chair, placing your right foot on the floor. Just see if you can reach down towards that leg. Maybe you stop halfway. Just don't place your hands on your knee joint. See if you can have it either above or below. And then just see if you can give yourself a nice little stretch here. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, bring yourself back up. Bring that foot in, and then we do the other side. Left foot reaches forward, and then sliding the hands down the leg. Take a breath in, and breathe it out, and then slide yourself back up. Bring that left foot in, sitting tall, breathing in, reaching up. Exhale, hands in prayer. 2 more. Inhale, getting ready for the day ahead. Breathing in lots of energy, positive energy. Exhale, palms face out, arms go down. A little bit of tension as you bring them down. Inhale, slide the hands through the middle. Lots of oxygen, breath, energy as you breathe in. And as you exhale, slowly bringing the arms down, letting go of tension in the body, anything you don't need that you might have picked up this morning that's keeping you stuck, just letting it go with that out breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe it out. Have a lovely day, everyone. And I hope to see you later today, this evening, for a lovely practice to get you ready for a good night's sleep.